I'm not lazy. I just don't feel like doing anything. Selected participation.
What are you conserving with those legs showing like that?
Sweep the leg.
Alec Baldwin is being sued by Halyna Hutchins' family with a wrongful death lawsuit after he shot her to death on a film set. New bombshell emerges about Bob Saget's death. You are not gonna believe who Julia Fox was allegedly friends with because, well, of course. And then, the big story today is that a small group of lunatic conservatives believe Candace Owens is an open and proud pedophile. It's a 5 orange juicy day, baby. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Finally, a little accountability for Alec Baldwin after he accidentally shot and killed cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. Her family is now suing Alec in a wrongful death lawsuit. According to the Daily Mail, Halyna's family alleges that Baldwin had refused training for the kind of gun draw that he was doing when he accidentally shot Hutchins. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. Celebrities are always acting like they know absolutely everything, but people like Alec couldn't be more out of touch. And now his arrogant stupidity cost a woman her life.
Answer any questions about the investigation. I can't. Okay. It's an active investigation in terms of a woman dying. She was my friend.
Keeping the lawsuit news coming, Bob Saget's family has filed a lawsuit to block release of records from his death investigation after the autopsy showed Bob's head trauma was so severe, it was equivalent to being hit in the head with a baseball bat or falling 30 feet.
Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you something, but you gotta keep it a secret, all right? I told Tommy what a big fan Stephanie is, and he agreed to stop by her party after school today.
Dad, Stephanie's gonna go nuts!
I know. Am I the baddest dad a kid ever had?
You were until you said that.
Is something amiss, or is it simply a grieving family wanting to protect their loved one's photos from the autopsy being made public? Just a reminder, the talk screen was negative. No matter what, this story will always be sad. I just didn't think it would turn, like, so dark and with all this mystery.
Still no way I'm wearing a bathing suit in front of my friends.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Why do you like your friends?
Because they're nice and we have fun together and we do stuff for each other.
Not because they all look like models.
No.
Maybe that's because deep down inside you know that how a person looks on the outside isn't nearly as important as who they are on the inside. Right?
Right.
Please tell me that you've been watching Inventing Anna on Netflix about the scam artist socialite Anna Delvey.
Well, I was trying to, get my loans for my $40 million for the Anna Delphi Foundation. I like to call it ADF. So when I went to the bathroom, I went, I had to defecate. And there was no toilet paper. And I was not going to miss out on an important meeting because people don't realize that even important, young, beautiful girls have to take a too.
Well, Anna Delvey, whose real name is Anna Sorokin, says that her and Julia Fox are friends and that they became friends after Anna got out of jail. Julia went on a clubhouse room that Anna was hosting, apparently wasn't judgmental, and now I guess they're working on a secret project together. Why am I not surprised? They're perfect for each other. Befriending a identity theft and scam artist seems very on brand for someone like Julia who's into knocking off Kim Kardashian.
What is a muse?
I mean, I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Uncut Gems.
Right.
Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems.
Brace yourself for this asinine story. Candace Owens is being accused of being a pedophile because, wait for it, her show account posted a picture of her eating pizza.
Pizza! P-I-C-C-A.
There is nothing that makes me want to fling myself off a bridge more than these fringe psychos on the right. One of the comments on the pic said, "This is sus," and another said Candace should know that her fans are not stupid and they know what this means and that she's done being a fan. These cry wolf pedo people on the right are the equivalent to gender deniers on the left. I hope you know that. Pizza Pizza is pizza. There's cheese pizza and pepperoni pizza. And the weirdest it gets is when people put pineapples on it. If you reach a certain amount of followers on Instagram or get celebrity status, does that mean you're not allowed to eat it anymore? You're in a cult! Wake up! You're literally ruining the conservative movement with these insane and baseless accusations. Pizzagate was debunked, okay? Candace Owens is a pedophile? Give me a break.
You are on crack. All right? And not the good kind.
Look, why don't you come with me, little girl, on a pop culture rewind? You know that song? It's like an oldie. Let's see what happened this week in pop culture history. In 1982, rock legend Ozzy Osbourne was arrested for peeing on the Alamo.
I was legless with a bottle of Courvoisier in my hand at 9 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to take a pee. So I find this old wall and I've got this green evening dress on. I'm standing there having a leak. And this guy goes mental, this deputy marshal, whatever. There he is. And I was dressed in one of my wife's green evening dresses, urinating up the fucking Alamo.
Then 10 years later this week in 1992, serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was sentenced in Milwaukee to life in prison after he murdered and dismembered 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1991.
Why are you coming on?
I really want to tell parents about what I think they should look for in rearing their children.
It could help a lot of people. What was an incident early on? Something about, I'm trying to remember the book, Dead Animals or something?
We found out that he had been collecting, at the age of 12 to 14, you know, when your hormones are raging, puberty, he was collecting dead animals, roadkill, riding around the rural roads and collecting them in bags.
I'm glad I didn't go through puberty, or else I may have ended up just like Jeffrey. This week in 2005, YouTube.com was launched, and the first video ever published on the site was called Me at the Zoo, and it has over 221 million views 16 years later. The creator, who goes by Jawed, literally Jawed, actually recently updated the description of this video and appears to be incredibly based. Go see for yourself.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
2010 this week, Tiger Woods admitted to having several affairs. I remember every day for months, this was the main thing every single entertainment news outlet was talking about. I would be getting ready for school and listening to the radio, and I was so sick of this stupid story.
Hold back. Hold back. Here it comes. Oh, my goodness. That's heartbreak.
Wii golf was better anyways. And that's what happened this week in pop culture history. Ooh, you know what happens tonight, don't you? At 9 p.m. Eastern, you'll find out who the guest is this week on The Spillover. And then at midnight Eastern, the new episode drops on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Here's your hint. There are 2 guests with 2 incredible stories and insight into a very liberal industry that every chick is obsessed with. Actually, one more hint. At the beginning of the year, I said this is the year of blank. And that is what this episode is about. Do you know? Are you a real CUTEservative? If you appreciated the 5 orange juiciness of today's episode, you better like it. It's the least you can do. What do you think about these accusations against Candace and then Bob Saget's family wanting to keep info surrounding his death private? DM this episode to someone who is a big Candace Owens fan. Tell them to go defend her in the comments, and please tap that save button. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Support POPlitics, the first ever conservative pop culture daily show, by subscribing to our channel, turning on notifications, and of course, hitting the thumbs up. Also, our main home is on Instagram. Seriously, just trust me, that's where the real magic happens. Follow us there at POPlitics.